Hey everyone, the last Shoegazer here, back with another installment of About Last Nightmare. As many of you know, this is the collaborative movie review series that my good friend Jason from Horrific Nightmares and I are doing. Each week, we check out a new movie, and he does part one of our joint review and talks about the background of the movie, the filming, kind of the all the fun facts that you can check out on his channel, which I'll link in the description box for this video, which is part two, where I always discuss kind of the overall feel of the movie, our combined takeaway, and our rating. So yeah, let's jump into this and talk about Subspecies 2, Bloodstone. We started off last week talking about the original Subspecies as we kind of kicked off our little mini series here, looking at the Subspecies franchise from Charles Band and Ted Nicolau, who directs the films. They are from Full Moon, a company that both Jason and I really enjoy. They have some really cool releases with really great special effects, practical effects, great makeup, really neat characters. It's just a really cool movie company. Many of you have, shown a lot of movies from them in your collections. But if you haven't checked out Full Moon, if you're new to them, you're new to Subspecies. Both Jason and I would highly recommend checking them out. They have some really great stuff. So yeah, let's jump into talking about Subspecies 2. Bloodstone, or however you like to say it. It kind of makes me think of The Lost World, Jurassic Park. A lot of people call that, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, or Jurassic Park 2. So just however you want to say this, it does look like they want you to say it Bloodstone, Subspecies 2, but we're both saying, let's watch Subspecies 2. So that's probably how I'm going to refer to it. But yeah, it is all about the Bloodstone. It picks up right where the original 1990 Subspecies leaves off, with Radu, biting the main character, Michelle, who, by the way, is played by a new actress here for the rest of the series, Denise Duff, who Jason, really likes. I thought she was a great replacement to the previous actor, or actress rather. And yeah, she just kind of brings a different presence to the screen, a little bit more animated. I don't know. The other girl, as Jason kind of said, she was just sort of a little bit boring. I didn't necessarily see that with my first watch of the original Subspecies, but now that we meet this new actress, yeah, I kind of agree. She was just more interesting to watch on camera. Just did kind of a better job with the overall portrayal of her character and the acting. I thought she meshed a little bit better with Radu as well, and kind of responding to him as he's chasing her around the city, which is kind of where this takes us. It takes us out of the hillsides there, the Romanian castle location there, and out of the woods. That's what really kind of drew me to the first one, but this one drew me in just as much, if not a little bit more at times. It takes us to the city. I think it's Bucharest. Yeah. So, and I'll just let you see this and pause it if you'd like. There's all the full moon information and the specs. It is region A. 1993 there. I don't know if I mentioned that or not, but just a great continuation of the Subspecies franchise. But yeah, it follows Michelle as she's kind of running away from Radu as he's sort of spiraling further into madness and furious with his brother. And I mean, it says right there, Radu destroys Stefan as he sleeps out of anger towards his brother, and just wanting to fight for the right to the Bloodstone that he wanted to take from his father when he killed his father in the original. But then, Michelle has been bitten by Radu, and right there it says she steals it and escapes the castle and goes to kind of like a underground theater lair in Bucharest, and she tries to get a hold of her sister to come help her. It's a very gripping film. Like I said, her acting is just really, really believable. Not over the top. It's not cheesy. I think she was a really great addition to the Subspecies series. I think they made a really good move in adding her. And Radu, once again, is really creepy and on point, and just really spindly and spidery. Everything I love about kind of like the Nosferatu type of vampire. I feel like he embodies a lot of that. This one especially, even more than the original, where we saw Radu and the use of creepy shadows as he's kind of lurking around the castle. Now he's lurking around the city in pursuit of Michelle and the Bloodstone that she's stolen. As the police and Michelle's sister are trying to kind of follow up with her and locate her and figure out what's going on. Like the shadows on the sides of the buildings, very much reminiscent of some of the classic vampire films. It kind of made me think of Gary Oldman, and like kind of his shape shifting and the use of shadow to kind of without actually showing him changing forms. It kind of shows him changing forms with the use of shadow, and that's kind of what we see here as Radu kind of draws closer and his shadow extends on the side of the building and kind of descends again, and right there he is. Really, really atmospheric. The city is very dark and kind of seedy. Really, really cool. I really enjoyed the setting of the theater and kind of her underground retreat. Thought it was really good. And another thing I wanted to mention too, not only in this one and the original, was the makeup of Radu, and all the awesome practical special effects, just completely awesome and really creepy, really, really well done and realistic looking. It's really, really great in this one as well. I feel like it's a little bit smoother. Looks just maybe a little bit more realistic in this one. But also his like the sorceress. I think it's Radu's mom. He calls her Mummy. He kind of seeks her counsel and her guidance, and she's in this like underground evil laboratory with a bunch of witchery kind of concoctions and stuff like that. Almost made me think of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, where the sheriff, he kind of seeks his mother's counsel, and she's this old hag of a woman who's just embodying evil and bad intentions and using witchcraft and all this stuff. to kind of help her son. You know, that's sort of what Mummy does here, as he kind of seeks her counsel, you know, to locate the Bloodstone for their benefit, so that they don't lose track of that. But yeah, it's I'll tell you what, her makeup is, I mean, it's even better than Radu's. It's really, really over the top awesome, and looks really, really great. So, you know, I would definitely recommend this, as does Jason. You know, the original Subspecies, as I shared last week, is one of his you know, top horror movies in his top 5. I can see why. I think this is an awesome continuation. He and I both agree this is a 9.5. You know, that's what we gave the original last week, and that's what we're going to go with again with this one. I'm not even quite sure which one I like more at this point. I really enjoyed, you know, where the first one left off, where this one picks up, and I'm really excited for number 3 this coming week. So, yeah, check out his part 1. I hope you enjoyed my part 2. It is a really dark, awesome, gory, fun time. Great story. I really think it was well done. So, yeah, thank you guys for supporting us this series. Hope you enjoyed this week's installment, and checking out Subspecies. Let us know what you think if you're new to that series, and what you think of our review this week. We'll look forward to reading your comments. So until next nightmare, we'll catch you later.